Hi. So, I'm making this video right now with just me speaking because I don't even care to put myself visually on tape because it makes no difference either way. I kind of today just thought to myself about where I stand in life, and I'm confused. I'm confused with a lot of things. I'm confused, most importantly, as to why I care so much about people's acceptance and why I care so much for attention. I don't understand it at all. And I'm making this because I don't want any sympathy. I really don't. I don't want that anymore. I don't want anyone to feel bad or guilty about anything, about feeling bad for me or whatever. It's just I've been in such denial of who I am and just denial of everything. It's just I don't know. Like I've really had to I've really had to just think about where I really stand in life, where I stand in society, why I do things that I do, why I say things that I say. And I'm scared. I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for a variety of reasons. Like I mean, even when it comes to making content on YouTube, when it comes to doing that, making videos, I try so hard to make people happy. I try so hard to get ahead and do things and not take my time and try and rush things that in time will be there, and just seeking acceptance from all directions and everything. I don't know. And I don't know why I'm doing these things to myself. I don't know why I'm so, I'm literally senile, with making videos and trying to, pay my bills and stuff like that. I'm just so scared, I guess, of the world. I'm scared of death. I'm scared of rides at amusement parks. I'm scared of people accepting me. And I'm scared of all of these things, and I know anyone who listens to this, whether it be friends, family, people on YouTube who enjoy my content, haters who hate me and would want me dead. I mean, I'm kind of coming to the point in realization with life where I just don't know who I am anymore. I don't know, and I know anyone listening to this is gonna judge me immediately. They're going to think I'm out of my mind. They're going to think that I'm faking it. I just I really need help. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why I'm like this. Everyone's going to think I'm fucking faking this, I'm lying. I'm not. I can assure you that. I'm 25 years old, overweight, out of shape, unhealthy. I guess even maybe lonely. From time to time, at least. YouTube has been so important to me because it's been a way for me to vent and to just have acceptance from other people, because especially where I've grown up, I just don't bond with anybody that is around here. I've given it a chance so many times in my life, especially when I was in school. And I just don't know anymore. I don't even know. I don't know. And I don't even know how to say all this without making it sound like a guilt trip. And that's what I fucking hate. It's not a fucking guilt trip. Everyone's gonna think that. I don't want sympathy from people, because the sympathy isn't gonna help me get better. And I don't want to quit doing YouTube and all that, but I'm always living in fear of doing things and stuff to get my views, and having people judge me, and having people attack my channel, and when I'm just trying to grow an audience and try and get myself out there. I feel like I was put on the earth to do something really positive, to like change people, like for the better or something, to leave some sort of an impact. And I just don't know why, like I try so hard to do it, but like something in the back of my mind, every time I think about quitting, something keeps telling me to keep pushing forward, to keep trying, like to keep trying to please people and make them happy or whatever, and by doing so, you take some damage along the way. And as of late, people have been kind of informing me that I'm just like, I'm just going about things all wrong, and I don't know, like I don't know why I want it so bad. And besides YouTube, just in my life in general, like things are really fucking empty, like YouTube is like, it's just an outlet. It's just an outlet for me. It's just something that has brought me a lot of joy. It's brought me a lot of pain, but like I said, with good things, bad things come as well. You can't be perfect. And for those of you who, think that I'm, just the laziest, asshole out there, there was a time where I worked and I went to school and all that, and then YouTube, I got heavily involved with it, and I just made it my central focus because I was so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about making people feel good. I'm so passionate about entertaining and making people laugh. Like it's like my drug. It's making people laugh. Just seeing them like just happy or whatever. Me saying or doing something to put them in a better mood. When really in reality it's me who really needs to be in a better mood. You guys probably think I'm such a bitch. And I probably shouldn't have even put this up, but I'm at the point, like, I just can't care anymore. Like, I can't care anymore about, like, what people think of me, and I need to better myself, Like, even with, like, losing weight and everything, like, it's always been a constant struggle, and I always fall back to bad habits, and like overeating and being all like on a different schedule constantly and everything, and it's really hurt me. It's really hurt me in the long run. I'm sorry if I've wasted your time in any way. I mean, I know my motto is all about wasting time, but I think that's just like what my problem is. I think I've gotten and grown too comfortable with being a lazy fuck, and I don't know, like, I just don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Just in life, my goal is I want to leave an impact so the day I die, people remember who I am. And just hopefully it's not all for bad. Anyone out there can threaten me with whatever they want to terminate me off YouTube and take away the one thing that I really do care about and I really do enjoy, because it's given me such an outlet to get my voice out there to be heard, and I cherish it. I love it very much. And if there's anyone out there that's trying to take it away from me, it's like that's like the one thing that I really care about other than family and friends. It's because I put so much into it. Some easy, lazy stuff, some more intricate and more work. But I try so hard to please people and I start forgetting about who I am, and sometimes I forget who I am, and I don't even sometimes know who I am. You know, I'm just a really unhappy person, and like I said, I can't say it enough. It's just every time I make a video and I put it out to YouTube, when I put thought into it and all that, and it makes me feel great. It really does. It's like the one thing, like I said, that I have in life that really makes me feel great. I don't know. Again, please don't like feel this is like a guilt trip. Please don't. I'm not looking for sympathy. I just needed to do what I do best. Talk about something, vent out, and put it out there to the public, because I think the problem in life is that too many of us keep too many of our feelings and emotions to ourselves, and they bottle up, and they can make people do bad things. But I've kind of gotten over that. I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm not going to keep too much of my life too secretive, because there's just no reason for it. There's just no reason for it at all. I really can't say enough. Like, anybody who subscribes to me, any age, male or female, wherever you're from, anyone who watches me, to like me, to hate me, to give criticism, whatever, I mean, I really have to appreciate it all. You know, everyone might say, oh no, the hate is bad, the hate is bad. The hate comes for a reason. The hate is there for improvement. You know, every time I get a fat comment, you know, I've grown like thick skin to that. Like, fat comments don't even affect me anymore. I just don't care. You know, the majority of comments I get, I just literally, like, I'm not affected by them as much as I used to be, because I've grown like so thick to it, because I've seen it so many times. But the thing I keep forgetting is that the negative comments are there for a reason. They're there to let you know what you're doing wrong in life. You know, to finally just kind of do something about it. If you guys get anything out of this video at all, let it just be that really look at your life. See where you stand right now. Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with everything? Because I'm not. Like I said, and YouTube is the only thing keeping my head held high. It's the only thing that brings me that joy to stay motivated in any way possible. I just wish it would motivate me enough to lose my weight and, you know, just get it off for good and just be healthy and enjoy my life. Because, you know, I'll tell you something else, and it's going to sound ridiculous, but if the apocalypse is coming within this year, in the next upcoming months, or, you know, within my lifetime, I say fuck you to the apocalypse, because you're keeping me from really fulfilling my entire lifespan. Doesn't that sound like fucking psychotic, right? But think about it. Really think about it. There's not much we can do about the apocalypse coming. There's really not much we can do, and chances of surviving something like that are slim. But this is something I've been in fear of. Such fear of the apocalypse coming and just taking us all away in an instant and cutting our lives short. If another country bombs the United States, you know, that's something that was controlled. I mean, you know, we may not have known about it, but there was some way to control it from happening. It could happen at any second, and it's something I've always feared since I was a young kid, since I've seen movies and TV shows about it. And I've always wondered, like, why I was so fascinated with horror and zombies and apocalypse movies. Like, why I'm so fascinated. It's because it's the one thing that I'm fearful of death and not being remembered and and just seeking approval. It's all been on my mind for so long, and now I'm finally starting to realize what it all means to me, and it means that I need to make some sort of changes, and it's tough, man. It's so fucking tough. And when it comes to YouTube, it's like, do you keep doing things that you're not proud of to get ahead or whatever, and run the risk of, maybe being terminated or whatever? Do you take that risk? Because they say in life, nice guys finish last, okay? The people who take the risks and the chances are the ones that get ahead. And I can't tell you, when I started taking risks in life and started taking chances is when things started really working for me. When you take a chance. Because if you don't do anything at all, you're just going to sit there right on your ass and you're not going to move a fucking inch. You're the only one who can change yourself. You're the only one who's to blame. No one else. As of late, the attacks to my channels and threats of being terminated and stuff have really, really sunk in, because it's like there are people out there that are doing it for a reason. They say they do it for fun, just as a hobby, just to get a rise out of people and all of that, but it's more than that. They know something or whatever that I don't, And someone has said to me, why should you be pardoned from life to not having to, contribute to society? I never said anyone pardoned me. I just found another route. As to, making a living and maybe even just being happy. I don't know. Because I've been in the workforce before. I've seen it. I did it for years. And while going to school at the same time. I was that person, and I didn't like who I was. I really didn't like who I was. I didn't like my life any more then than I do now. But at least now I'm a little bit happy for the most part with my YouTube stuff. It's the one thing that really I'm so passionate about, because it could take me places. It really could. It really, really could. I don't care anybody who's a naysayer. I don't care anybody who doesn't believe that. It really can. I've seen it. I've seen it. And, people have asked me in the past, if you had an option, if someone said to you, here's $1 million cash, fuck it, $10 million cash, let's just say $10 million cash, or 1 million subscribers on YouTube that would watch you avidly, all real, what would you rather have? So I had to think about it. Well, $10 million is fantastic, but money doesn't always buy happiness. It doesn't. Really doesn't. So I thought about it. 1 million people to hear my voice, to see my face, whether it be for good or bad. 1 million. Real people out there. I had to think about it. And I said I would choose the 1 million subscribers. And it's true. The only reason why I really enjoy the subscribers is because it's instant gratification. It's instant feedback. And I think that's what the fire and the passion is for any YouTuber out there looking to get somewhere, at least on YouTube or somewhere in life. They just want to be heard. That's all. That's all it is. They just want to be heard, whether it's stupid videos or something really intellectual. It doesn't matter. Just getting it out there. It's such a thrill. It's such a rush. It's just such a great feeling. And there's really no other way I could really make that any clearer or anything like that. And I'm so scared of losing it all. I'm like terrified of losing it all. For the years that I've put in. Because where does that leave me? Where does that leave me? It leaves me to saying, well, do I have to try again and work, 10 times as hard, or do I just give up and give up the dream and go work some job that I'm not happy with again? Now I know that there's thousands, if not millions of people who hate the job they have day in, day out. and they see some jerk off like me on the internet making videos about viral things and gaming and, you know, making money off of it and living off of it or whatever, and they get pissed off at that. You know, I understand. Because you know what? When I was the guy working, and I would see these fucking sports athletes and movie stars and singers making millions of dollars, and here I am busting my ass doing shit and never seeing anything ever near that. It's life, man. And some people end up finding a way to around the system, or a system that works for them, and it works, and there's a lot less stress. Who knows? Again, this is not a video for sympathy. It's not a video addressing trolls like I've done in the past, or haters, or anyone in general. It's not even about that. I just needed to put this out there because I'm just so tired of how things are going, and I know I'm probably gonna just disregard this or something and just go back to how I normally do, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know if I just need to be a fucking rebel and ignore everybody and just keep, you know, fucking jumping right into the fire and seeing if I get burned. I don't know. I mean, nobody's invincible, especially not on YouTube, not even in life. I don't know. Since you made it to this part in the video, I'm astonished right now because it's just my voice, you know, and there's really nothing to it. Well, I guess that's really all I have to say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if anybody leaves comments on this, I'm sure I'll read them all. I usually do read the majority of my comments. I don't know. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And, again, like I said earlier, really look at who you are, like I've looked at who I am. And really, really think about it. Because apparently we only live once and we need to make this life count. And right now, that's my fucking mission. I'm going to do what I need to do to be heard. I'm going to do what I need to do to be I don't even care if I'm loved. I want to be out there. I just want people to know who I am. And not some fucking jerk off. Because I've got a lot of good points, a lot of good things I want to share with people. I just don't want that taken away from me. And as far as me with my health, that's something I need to focus on. And I think it's finally really starting to hit me. So thank you for watching. Really think about who you are and if you're happy with yourself and what you need to change. Because I have. And I'm glad I did.